morning, everybody. So, for the last week, my family has been sick, and so we haven't made a whole lot of videos. We've had a little bit of hard time getting the videos posted, but we're all on the mend now, and it's a good thing. So, I did try to come out a couple of times this past week to make videos, except that I was so congested and just didn't feel good at all that I decided to just scrap all those because it was bad. It was really bad. And it looked like I was on death doors trying to talk to y'all. So it was quite hilarious for me looking back at it. So if I ever save anything for bloopers, that would definitely be the one to do. But so I wanted to kind of give a little bit of an update as to where bucks are doing good, does are doing good. We're getting closer every day to kidding season. The weather is somewhat cooperative. I will turn the camera around so y'all can see the goats while I talk. These guys are all wanting their time on the camera. Yeah, hey Domino. Okay, so we are about 6.5 weeks away from kidding, and I believe Ellie, which she's right here, she's our first doe that's due. Things have been pretty quiet around here. Because everyone has been sick, we've been, backed up a little bit on our projects. The other day we had a water leak out at the barn, so we're in the middle of doing that right now. And the goats are still, you can see how many trees they've gone through. We're just piling them up, so the next time it rains or snows, we're gonna have a big bonfire. Everyone's doing good. We had ultrasounds done the other week to where we confirmed everyone's numbers. Nova is doing good. Spot is doing good, which, hey, Spot is over there. She's finally putting on some weight, and she's doing good. She is still on medicine, but, and she will be on medicine until she has normal pellet, little poops. Right now, it's more like logs, so she's getting there. She's almost there. Everybody's good. They're warm. Today it's about 40 degrees. Sun's out, so everyone's liking it. Okay, so I stepped inside the well house for a minute to get out of the wind because that's the only thing today is where it's pretty windy. And then Spot joined me, so I'll let y'all see how Spot's doing. Here's Miss Spot. You can tell that she's finally starting to put on some weight. You can still see a little bit of her hip bones here and thurls, but she is putting back on the weight, which is a really good thing. Now, she is doing good. She's eating. She's drinking lots. She's not completely back to normal with the little poo-poos, but she will be soon. So, and that'll be an added bonus. But other than that, she's doing really good, guys. Now, she will probably be stunted a little bit in growth because, let's see, next week, she will be 1 year old. And so, depending on how this year goes, will determine if we hold her back another year or if we go ahead and breed her. It just kind of depends. And that is a long ways away, guys. Very long ways away. So, okay, so we're going to go ahead and let her out. It's sunny today and it's about 40 degrees. Nova is normally in here with her, but I already let her out. And so, let's see if Spot wants to come out. Come on, Spot. And there's our stand. We had it in the well house whenever we did ultrasounds, but we've just had it out here ever since. We have been trying to do the rest of the blood draws and feet trims and all of that, but you know, we've been slowed down this past week. We've also whenever we had all that snow on the ground that you saw in the last video, one of our freeze-proof outside yard faucets, it froze over and snapped. So my husband has been trying to fix that. So he's working on that today. And so right now I figured I'd come out, see how the herd's doing, and then we're also improving, which I haven't taken any video of it just because it's been slow, but up here on the hill behind us, we are improving our fence line going down so that we can open up a part of the pasture to the does. And so I will, once we get that done and we are able to let them out, because they have a pretty good space as it is now, but once we have this area closed off, because it's just barbed wire fence right now, and once we have the fencing finished there, then they'll have an even larger space. So it's this evening, and we just put Spot and Nova up for the night, fed them, gave Spot her medicine. We're gonna come over here, show y'all what Robert's been working on, because he started it last week and then we all got sick and couldn't finish it until today. And we're also going to give a dose of red cell to Martha, and I'll explain that here later.
Come on. So, what I did here was I had to replace this piece of junk. It froze and busted. I forgot to take off the water hose and it froze and busted. It had been leaking underground for a little while, so it kind of created this whole muddy spot. And so there we go. I got me a new one put in today, and it works just like it's supposed to. One down, 4 or 5 more to go.
How'd you do it?
I dug a hole, and I had to take a couple of these boards off this hog pen because the way the people who had built this fine facility, they put it right up against the hog pen here, and I had to take a couple boards loose and just take the pipe wrench and unscrew it. And I had to go down and get me a little nipple to put back in it, put it back in, turn the water on, and it wasn't leaking, so we covered it up with mud. And that's what the bucket's there for, so the goats won't get lost in my mud.
And eventually that'll dry up.
It's already looking better than it has in a long time.
Yes, because it was like a whole entire pond.
Yeah, it was bad.
It came all the way out here, and it was just really bad. You couldn't even walk in it. Okay, so why we are giving red cell to Martha is because she is our other anemic goat on the property. She always has been. She's been a little small. So what we're going to do, since we're already giving it to Spot every day, we're just gonna get another extra dosing and give to Martha. It's not gonna hurt her. It's actually gonna help her, even with her being bred. I think what we'll do is just give it while we're waiting for Spot to recover, see how Martha does, and then if she does, in the time that it takes for Spot to recover, if she does well, then we might continue it, but that's what we are going to do for now. And the only thing that it can do is just help her. Even with her being pregnant, it will actually help.